Welcome to the CACOON, where the 99% transform into 100%. I'm your host, Michkael Baker, and you're listening to the Open Door podcast series. So I thought I would start off today with the introduction to this podcast series, and really to myself. Those of you who know me know who I am to an extent. But, it's been on my mind before launching all this, before launching all the things that I've been working on for many years, for many years, really over 20 years, to be honest with you, and really all my life. And I've been thinking about this for a while because it's been on my mind, especially since I'm seeing the things in the news. I don't watch the news really. I don't watch TV that much, but it's election time. There's a lot going on. I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I was just recently in Seattle, Washington, and I was noticing all the homeless problem that they have there. And in Portland, of course, it's really an epidemic. It's really a serious issue, and it's been this way for a long time. And seeing these issues come up or being talked about, and of course the election, which many people are, that I thought would never say these things, are like, this is crazy. I don't like any of these people. And that brings to rise questions, many questions. What are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm talking about America because I'm in America. I'm an American. I'm in the United States of America, and this is the system that I have been placed in, that I am seeking to transform. All right, let's just put that out there, because it's not working. It's not working. And so, I've had people ask me, what have I been doing all these years? And, why have I been so money depleted and not had a lot of resources, after leaving my business that I had that was successful in 2008 and, coming down this path? Well, I've been learning, and all my life I've been learning. We're all learning. But it's like being on a mission. You go to a foreign land and you're a spy. Not a bad spy. You're just looking to see the lay of the land. How do the people operate? What are they doing? How do they talk? What is their language? What do they need? And I can tell you that that's what I've been on, a spy, so to speak, in the earth, watching how humans operate, what they do, how do we operate, what's needed. And so I will say this, all the things that I have been developing over the years have been to this one mission, that everyone, that we all can have the opportunity, that we are in a system that may seem like you've been thrown into it and you've had no choice, and all these people did horrible, bad things, and now we're paying for it, and we're going to be mad at them and be frustrated with them, and then we're going to go to war with them, and then when they die, we're going to take over, and it's going to be a brand new world, and then, then these people who don't like us or against us now are going to do the same thing, and you're going to keep doing it over and over and over again. And that's what's been happening on the planet Earth for a long time. And it's a cycle that has come to its end. And I say to its end because this is what happens when you get to in a system where it becomes so overwhelmed, like a body. Okay, think of it as a body, because that's what we are. We're a body. And when a body becomes so overwhelmed with trying to fight off things, it just sticks to what it needs to fight the most, what will save its life. And when it becomes too overwhelmed, then that's when you see the disintegration of the body and people die. And that is the state of our social systems, our political systems, our economic systems, our sociological systems are overwhelmed because they have not been working. They've been diseased. There has been things that aren't working, and we could go and talk about these things forever, but that's the problem. We don't have time to talk about it anymore. It's time to make the changes. So, with that said, I can say that everything that I've been doing, and those of you who are most likely listening to this, you are also doing and have been doing. You may not recognize it, but you have come to this planet to transform it into the beautiful light and garden that it has been intended to be. And what I'm saying is this: we cannot fight your way out of this. You're not going to blame people out of this. We're to blame. You have a consciousness. You are a creator. And if you are not using it to create the world that you want to live in, and you feel like you have to fight, then you're not a creator. Let's put it this way. God force, if you believe in that. All right? Creator, source, whatever you want to call the name God, or the essence of all that is, does not fight. And if you've been taught that, then you have been taught a lie. And that's why you believe that you need to fight, because you are made in the image of God. And of course, if God is fighting and warring, then you should do the same. But nothing that is forever and that is everlasting and immortal and all love is fighting anything. There's no opposition in God. There's no opposition. There's no opposition in that. There's no opposition in your body when you give it what it needs. When you give it good, clean, wonderful water and wonderful air, and it is not stressed. Okay? Stress destroys the body. And this planet is, and I would say this nation especially, is constantly under stress. You cannot be in creativity when you are stressed out. Your body, what is that phrase, the scripture, Jesus said, you cannot, a house divided against itself will not stand. A house divided against itself will not stand. All right? So if a body is seeking to heal itself, or it not seeking, it does. That's what the body does. It's constantly regenerating. And if it is being polluted, if it is constantly being assaulted with stress, it cannot regenerate. It has to constantly be dealing with the things in order for it to clean out, to stop this invader from happening. And it dies. And that's the state of the United States of America and really our planet. But I will say this to you again. If you're listening to my voice, if you're listening to these things, then you are here to transform it. You're here to transform what? Your being. Now, you've already been given this. We have every answer. We have everything that needs to be done has been given to us. Now, I'm not going to get into religiousness because people will take it that way. But, a man came here called Yeshua, Jesus, that we now call Christ, the Christ spirit, the Christ nature, the Christ energy, the Christ consciousness, some people call it. Okay? That nature came to this planet to say, you are whole, you are life, you are one. I and the Father are one. We are one. You are whole. You are redeemed from this. There was no condemnation in this. There was no, if you don't do this, you're going to go to hell. There was no opposition within the being that we call Christ. If you believe that story. If you don't, that's okay too. But the fact is that nature and God in itself is the same. It all mirrors. It's just in a different level. All that God is, we are. All that God is in nature, and it shows itself. Everything is a pattern after itself. As above, so below. Okay? So I'm speaking to you in these ways because all the things that we'll be discussing through this podcast series and all the things that are on the CACOON website that will be, and all the things that when we go on this tour to go into different communities and teach these ideas and share knowledge and information so that we can be sustainable, so that we can be self-empowered, so that you can remember who you are. I speak in these ways so that it can break through belief systems that we have. And that's a big part of these podcast series, is speaking on belief systems. Everything you have, everything I've been saying is filtering through something that you believe, a whole belief structure. And you've either turned it off or you're not listening, and you have certain ideas of what these things mean because you have a belief structure. And until we change or transform our belief structures that we've been taught, you're not good enough. Being rich is evil, and those who have money are evil. But I need money, and I'm broke, and I don't want to be broke anymore. But wait a minute, if I was rich, okay, I'll just have enough. Then we keep going down a different road. You hear what I'm saying? We have belief systems that have been entrained to us, that you've been born into. And you can blame your parents if you want to. You can blame their parents, and you can blame their parents and their parents. And then it comes back to what? The root. You could then blame God or the devil. Most people, again, fighting God, the devil. Those are whole nother conversations to have. All right. You can continue to do that, or you can choose what Jesus said and what Martin Luther King said and what Gandhi said and what many of the people who have come here to this planet to bring you light. Love one another. Forgive one another. Help each other. Take care of the poor. Why do we have homeless? Why do you see it so bad? Because we're not taking care of it. And if we're not taking care of that, you're not taking care of the poor in you. You're not taking care of the parts in you that you're not forgiving. So love yourself. Forgive yourself. And then you can love others. And you will forgive others. And all that God is will begin to be revealed to you. And you will be full of light. And when you become full of light, then you can see, and all the world around you will begin to see. And then your light will shine on my light, and my light will shine, and they will become one. And we will see that we are indeed one body, one being here. And that as we do these simple things, all the stuff that we think we need to fight, we won't need to fight, because it's just an illusion. It's just an idea. You don't need to fight to have the resources on a planet that is full of resources. It's how you're using them. So I'm here to say what has come to me and what I've been given is a way to reorganize society and systems with individuals and groups and communities that can then all work together simultaneously in different ways, however they choose to, but within a systems, I come to your house, knock on your door, you say hello, I'm selling cookies, and you either buy them or not. You can call that a system. Or systems of belief. I believe this, and therefore it's this. These are all systems or technologies. People call them technologies. We have Windows and Apple technologies. Really, it's all systems. It's just this connecting to this and how this works and how it all works together. And we have an economic system. We have cultural systems. And what I'm saying again is that we know you're looking at them. They're not working. Why do you know they're not working? Because you're not happy. And you see poor around you, and you see disease, and you're seeing the earth, literally. If you're not seeing it, then you're closing your eyes to it because it's too much, it feels like, to handle. Because what do you do? What can you do? Well, you can do everything. And that's what these podcast series and this whole work is about, is to show you how powerful you are. You are no 99% that's less than some few people or groups of people that quote unquote own the world or control the world. I know, I've been through this. I had to go through all that and believing those things. And I've come to know this. There's no people that have that kind of control. No, absolutely. There are people that are doing that, that are acting it out because you allow it. And you keep fighting them and you keep giving them your blood force. You keep as a body, you keep giving them your blood, all your energy in many different ways. And it first starts with your thoughts and your beliefs. When you believe that someone or something has power over you and you have no power to change it, you're already in hell. Hear what I'm saying? Your beliefs are determining this. It is not the reality. The reality is what you're perceiving. So, I come back again. This is about transformation of every single aspect of us and getting us together, bringing us together so that we can co-create this new world, this new life, this new systems, these new economic, cultural, social systems that everyone has the opportunity, not kind of, not maybe, everyone has the opportunity to live an abundant life. And abundance, I love this term that I've heard from some of my friends, good friends of mine, shared this with me. Abundance, the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And we have that. It's all here for us. All we have to do is begin to see it. So I will say this whole year from 2016, starting in May, on my birthday, May 28th to 2017, we will be going on tour. Who's we? You'll see. We have myself and others who are joining with this movement, if you want to call it that. We call it, the Open Door to a New Economy Tour, 144 call to action. And in each city, we're looking for 144 individuals, change makers, innovators, people who are ready to transform and are ready to take responsibility for themselves as a creator. Responsibility as a creator. And we are looking for this, not looking, making the call out. It's already been out, and And so the exchange is we're looking for resources of time, skills, your talents, of dollars, or if they're Bitcoin or something else that may be exchanged, whatever currency at some point in time. We're looking for dollars there. And your goods and services that you have to offer that are idle or that you can share. And in doing this, we're going to create a new system, a way of exchange called community credit points. So when you participate in these community events or workshops or classes, you will earn community credit points. And by just being a part of the body, you already have these points. So we're going to show you how things work in nature and life. And we're going to pattern that and act as if we are really nature and life, which is patterned after what did I say? What was shared? Which is patterned after its source, after God, after how the universe works. It really is simple. It's not difficult. It's only difficult because we've been taught to believe that it is. And then when you're taught to believe that, then people can take advantage of you. They can do whatever they want to do. They're not doing anything. They're just acting within the system that has been created. And all we're going to do is transform it, you guys. And those who want to leave this old system can do so. And it will not be challenging. It will not be as difficult as people think, or Armageddonish or apocalyptic. It doesn't have to be that way. At least that's not what I've been shown and what I've been working on for the past 20 years. I used to think that because I was thinking of warring, fighting all the time, opposition, that someone had power over me. I no longer believe that. I no longer believe that. And so it's time to come forth and to do this work. And that's what this is about, is bringing us together and knowing that we are all one being, and that is love itself. So if you're interested, come and find out more information about what we're doing here at the CACOON. Become a part of it. I would like to become part of whatever you're doing that is a part of transforming the way we live. So please get in touch with me and let's do this. Let's enjoy this time of great change that is happening on the planet Earth. I send you love. I thank you. Bye. You've been listening to the Open Door podcast series. The Open Door is part of the CACOON, the Creative Action Centers of online open source networks. Tune in weekly, where we share ideas on consciousness, health, and creativity. Together, we are taking action where the 99% transform into 100%.